We are live, it says. That's what it says anyway. I got everything. It's a mess here.
Oh, I didn't have time.
No, because we didn't do anything. That's why.
Huh?
It says we're live. Yeah, that camera looks a lot better. Ha! You win. We are on a hotspot, so we'll try this. And am I sounding? Oh yeah, that was all fine. Okay, hold on a minute here. Where is the? Oh, right there. It's been a while since I've been on StreamYard, so I'm trying to refresh my memory. Let's see. That should work. Now. I don't remember where the basement is. Oh, right there. Oh. Okay. Uh-huh. Figured that part out. Wait a minute. How come I'm so quiet?
What's that?
All right. I got to figure out why I ain't got no sound. Hold on a minute here. What's plugged in? Oh, because we have it muted.
You have problems.
There we go.
It's a Roy thing.
Yeah, I forgot we muted it.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Much better. Hey, Griffin Fish Room, Video Travels, Destination Delight, Crystal Wagner, New Horizons. I see Daydream was the first one in here. Weekend RVing. And Ardez RV Life. 9 of them in here already. Our table is kind of clustered right now. Everything's running smooth, it looks like.
So how do you like living out of the camper and traveling around the world and seeing different things?
I wish we'd have started it 20 years earlier.
Really?
Yeah. If we'd have discovered all this free camping around this country, it would have been nice. We might even have raised our kids in an RV.
You know, and I'll be honest, I keep teasing my husband about going tiny, let's go tiny, let's go live in an RV, blah, 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 blah. He goes, but honey, I can't carry all my tools. I said, sure you can. We'll bring a shed and bring your tools with us behind it.
Come on up.
I got a
There's
cargo
Teresa
trailer.
next to the RVing.
I got a cargo trailer we're thinking about doing that with, or turning the pickup truck into something like that back home. Our daughter has our house right now. We can't sell it. The state of Indiana is thinking about turning Interstate 30 into an interstate. And if they do that, our house is sitting right where an on-ramp has to be. So we can't sell it. And they're talking about doing this in the next 3 to 9 years.
Right?
Nobody's going to buy our house. And we've only got maybe 10 years left on the loan. So the longer it takes, the bigger the check could be. Because right now, the finance company, you get most of it.
Hey,
Right,
hey, hey,
right.
James.
But until then, the daughter's going to maintain the house. Our son's probably going to move back in over there, and they're going to split everything.
That's what we did with my grandmother's house. The brand new Blue Water Bridge was being built, and my grandma's
hear
house
her.
was actually right where the new bridge was gonna go. So when my grandma passed away, my dad just held on to the house for like another year, and they came in and gave my dad a huge chunk of
Is it
money
just me that I can't hear her?
and then sold it.
I can hear you, Weekend RVing.
Yeah,
Okay.
what
We can hear you.
news, James?
I think she's talking,
He can't hear me.
but I
You
can't
can
hear
hear
her. No, can you hear her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear
Mhm.
you and her.
Yeah, my internet's terrible. We get like I'm in Oklahoma, so we get like a lot of bad storms. There's like 40-mile-an-hour wind coming with hail, and it's like right there.
You're by Tulsa.
Oh.
Right? You the one by Tulsa?
I'm in between Tulsa and Oklahoma.
You get Channel 6 CBS News there?
I don't. Now that I'm in this RV, I get like antenna, you know?
Yeah.
So,
It's antenna. It's their local station. Brian Dorman, the evening news anchor on that, is
Your buddy.
he's like my little brother.
oh, really? I'll look it up.
Yeah, that's who we I got to figure out how we're going to do it because I got to get into Tulsa and stop and see him.
Yeah.
And we'll probably go 40 and then up that way, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's from Michigan. Starts with an A, Alpine or something. Alpina.
Alpena?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he grew up there and anchored. There's a small station there that he anchored at, and then he went to Kansas and was in the place that had all them tornadoes.
Wichita?
No, not Topeka. The one that I can't remember.
There's
Had that-
Kansas City, Topeka, there's Wichita, there's
Physio travels from Tulsa. That's cool. I'm in Stillwater.
You're in Tulsa. Say hi to Brian for me. Missed that.
So you
guy.
got any more big news, James?
Well, I was sleeping, and I guess she's coming out of her, like, you know, they put you to sleep, and you're like,
Yeah.
she's not there. And I guess she's coming out of it. So she called me, and she's like, why are you not online? Somebody just gave us $10. She said, you need to get on there and tell them thank you.
Aw.
And I'm like, okay, I'll wake up. She
You
goes,
don't
some of
need
that
a
good
phone
drug,
right
some of that good drugs they give you after surgery.
yeah, she's like, these people are wanting me to get up and walk around, but I don't need to walk around for anything. I'm like, well, you need to get up and walk around. She goes, I don't need to. I'm fine here. I'm going to bed. So she's getting back.
She'll call you tomorrow and be like, and you'll
Oh.
say something to her, and she'll say, "Do you remember what I said?"
Pretty cool, scary.
I mean, I had a partial hysterectomy, so I know partly what she's going through, and it is a painful. It can be a little painful recovery. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to get that bell. You're gonna have to get. She's gonna have that bell ringing.
Yeah, the only scary thing is Tuesday she has a mastectomy.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Why
I
are they
don't know.
doing it so soon?
Why is it? They're awful back to back.
I know, and I asked the doctor, and they said your wife told us she wants it out now. And
Wow.
I'm like,
I
okay.
thought it was
I mean-
kind of strange they agreed to it. I
It's
mean,
not giving her
I mean,
body time to bounce
That's
back.
kind of. That's. I mean, that's putting the body through a lot right there, close together. So I
yeah,
didn't
give
know
her
that.
time to recover.
Becky had sinus surgery a few years back, and it was 19 procedures,
Really?
all in one shot, and it took her a while to recover from that.
This was they did this with the
Hold on, I got to turn my jack ring on.
they told me, the doctor called me and told me that they have the robot in position and they're just waiting for the doctor to come in to operate it.
What'd you do?
When it kicked on, it just like lit me up. It's like, whoa.
So I guess they did this operation with a robot now.
That's what they
Wow.
were doing.
They
I don't know of anybody that's had the surgery, so I don't know how it's done or anything.
Yeah,
my
my
cancer surgery, they told me if it gets to that point, will be done by a robot.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Wouldn't she
the
have that?
one good thing is that the doctor called and told me that
Boobs.
the uterus had a cyst in it. That's what they were worried about. It was not cancerous.
That's good.
Good.
That's
So-
good.
That was not
Yeah,
cancerous, so they're happy about that. But they still have to get rid of both breasts because she does have cancer in one breast. But they
Oh.
seen that cyst, and that's why they took it out, because they were like, her genes is
Oh,
it's a hormone based cancer,
I'm
and
getting
it's
this-
aggressively in the breast and the uterus, and
Oh,
they
Jarhead,
have to
you
take it
didn't-
out because she's gonna get it guaranteed down there when they get rid of the top one.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because that is a very dangerous spot to get it is in the uterus. That's a very dangerous thing for any female to have
Yeah,
it located at.
that's
Hey, Dirtnap Mafia and Jarhead Ginger, thanks for coming in here.
Oops, we
Weird.
lost him. Oh, he back.
I don't really know how long this is going to. Well, I'm on her hotspot. They throttled me down finally. Green.
Is
Never
the storm's probably kicking them in and out.
hmm
yeah, it is.
So
Well, looky here,
Can you
looky
hear me
here,
now?
looky here, looky here. Hold on, hold
I'm
on,
good.
hold on. It is
okay.
there. Ha!
Shit, went out.
What's up, stranger?
There's 6 of them on the
Yeah,
screen.
you got a beard now. He's delayed because he didn't even know I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
I can't hear them.
Oh.
Nomadic Rat Pack.
But, I mean, she's in her
You don't know him.
she's in her prayers.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You guys are out.
definitely.
You guys have helped us out a lot. I mean, she'll be online and she'll just start crying when somebody helps us out, and she's just like, it
Hey,
don't matter
John
if it's $2 or $200. It's just the thought of somebody helping us out with, you know, it's just pretty emotional.
I'm not stopping till we get 2,500.
That guy is
Well, when
a miracle. It's crazy.
Hey,
When I got my first donation to PayPal for the disabled people, I just started crying, and Jen goes, "What?" And I said, "Look, for no reason. I mean, for
Yeah.
no reason at all. That nobody has to give,
Yeah.
and it's just amazing."
Yeah.
It is.
you got that link for Weekend RV and PayPal?
Yeah, I'm gonna have it. Just give me a second.
My
How do
mother
I get it up here?
had a softball size tumor removed off her liver.
Somebody got the TV on.
And she found out that it was cancer. And then they removed the thyroid. That was cancer. But there was another part where she went in and they thought it was another spot of cancer, and that turned out that it wasn't cancer.
It's
So-
you, Nomadic Rat Pack. You're the echo.
Well, see, my mom.
Okay.
I lost my mom a
That's what
day
I was
before my
testing for.
16th birthday with breast cancer. I spent my 16th birthday at the nursing home.
Wow.
You got
I
it.
know what it's like.
My mama had diabetes.
That's how we test. We just jump from window to window and mute and
I
figure
didn't
out
know there
who's
was an
got the
echo.
echo.
Let me turn up my
Oh,
TV and turn
I
down the
can't
phone and
drop
see what
the link.
happens.
Because I'm not a mod.
Make Gary a mod. You want to be a mod?
Dude.
I forgot my phone. Right here.
I didn't know Alabama people knew how to drop links.
Dang. Dang. See this happening right here? See this? This half or that half, pick a half all the way down. That's Alabama.
Is there still an echo?
The other half, Kentucky.
Oh.
There's no Yankee blood in it.
Is there still an echo?
No.
No.
It's gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
Turn your phone down.
I turned it all the way down. It won't let me get the last little bit, so I plugged in headphones. Is there an echo now with headphones in?
No, Roy. Your phone.
My phone ain't even on.
I'm sorry?
It's very slight. Or wait.
Okay, I turned the TV all the way down. Is it gone now?
Well, thank you.
No.
I hear an echo.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vizzo's Travel.
Yeah, it's coming from Nomadic. I only clicked it once.
Thank you, Vizzo's Travel.
I'm gonna mute my mic temporarily then.
All right. You're rusty, man. You need to get back in here and figure it out. He's one of the original community members.
Ah,
Yeah,
Nice.
from way back October, August, somewhere in there. I mean, it's been a while. Yeah, he's one of the originals.
Nice.
Jerry, Jerry Holly, drop the link to help Millie. You're a mod.
Oh,
Drop the
I
link.
got sidetracked.
Hey, what's Millie look like? Has she been on with Jerry Holly and all them before?
Yeah,
mhm. Yes,
Pull up
they've done their own live streams. Weekend RV and has.
Weekend RVing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know who she is. Yes, I know who she is. Yes. Okay.
pretty
Yeah.
funny.
It looks like she's 20, 19 or 20
Um,
year old.
I thought it was gonna be kind of rough, doing the full hysterectomy and then next week doing a double mastectomy. I'm like, wow.
It
That
is
sounds
very-
rough.
from a person with a medical background, it is going to be rough. They just need to make sure that they both have a lot of patience with each other, show
Mhm.
her a lot of tender, loving care. She's going to be very, very sore. Just
And it's an
everybody-
emotional. It's gonna be a very emotional
it is
up
it's
and
going-
down.
Yes.
Sand Creek, if you're still here, sorry I missed you coming in
I
here.
mean,
buddy.
Talk about the hormone level going up and down. It's just like if you
Yep.
have a baby, your
Yep.
hormone level goes up and down, up and
Yep.
down.
Yep.
And you just got to have a lot of patience. I remember
I
when
had
Mom
a
had hers.
There's Scott. Scott's lurking. Jerry's back in the chat.
Teresa meant to be RVing's out there lurking too.
She's a
Blue Rising,
lurking.
you want a wrench?
Hmm?
Talking to you.
Me?
We all got
You want a
quiet.
wrench, Blue Horizons.
Oh, I'll take one. I'll take a tool out of the box.
Okay.
You're done with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I know they was worried that it's going to spread. I mean, yes, I could see the concern. I just hope it, it's not too rough on her body. She's a little tiny thing.
Right.
When she had all them procedures done at one time, it took her a long time to recover.
Oh, I watched that video
Young.
of
Still
where
young,
she had
but-
to take that test. That for the virus up the nose. Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god!
That
I was like,
Those are
oh,
no fun.
And they didn't tell me it was.
I
for
was
the virus.
crying with her. I was crying.
Even when you go in for like sinus to have your sinus surgery done and they stick that scope, they'll stick a scope up your nose and they'll aim it and then the scope goes down to the back of your throat so they can see into all your passages. And they do it right there in the doctor's office. They just shoot up this numbing spray
I
up your
didn't know
nose and it's a long scope that literally goes up and then comes back down your throat so they can look at your tonsils, your adenoids.
Yes, you did. They put you out for that.
Yeah, they
Poor
put me.
Gary. Poor Gary.
I had an MRI done on my face.
And they knocked her. She don't know this or remember it,
I
but
don't
they
remember.
did. They scoped her before the surgery.
I had polyps I had to have removed before they went cancerous.
The camera's
Yeah,
not
I
even set.
had a lot of I had sinus surgery done. And you know how they say that when sometimes people will get like under here, they'll get the really bad black eyes, looks like somebody punched them or whatnot. I was in high school when I had mine done. And they're like, don't be alarmed if she comes to school with black eyes, blah, 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 blah. Or if they fix your devious septums, they put like they look like popsicle sticks hanging out your nose, basically. And then you go back into the doctor's office, and they just pull them out right there in the doctor's office, like there's no problems whatsoever.
Yeah, they're
Nothing.
full of it too.
Thanks for stopping in here, Ramsey's Country. Or Ramsey Country. What did I say? Ramsey Country. There's 11 in here already.
Yeah, they I had polyps all the way through in the back part of my sinuses,
Oh,
and from the doctors keeping me on the Claritin D too long, the frontal sinuses were impacted. They were full. When my son was little, he broke my nose throwing his head back.
Mm.
So they fixed
Who'd you
that.
lose?
I don't know.
Over Nomadic got down for sure.
But they did, I call it rotor rooting.
yeah.
And we were supposed to go camping, and the doctor told me no camping. I started bawling.
Oh,
Long as you behave. So we went, and everybody in our camping club wouldn't let me do nothing. but I got to go camping at
Oh,
least.
there's that link. I was needing that.
Okay.
I start the 20th. I have my first set of surgical C-spine injections in my neck.
Mm-mm.
Well, that ain't gonna work.
I have to have a series of 3. So I get one first, and then they'll pull me in a couple weeks to see how it worked and if it took, and if not, they won't do no more because I have 3 crushed vertebrae and 2 bone spurs on one of my vertebrae in my neck. And
Yeah,
if
they
it
got
don't
me
work,
once
it's gonna be for
with
surgery.
the final injection.
Somebody
was it.
private chat me that link. I want to try something.
Okay.
What?
Private chat me that link
How you do that on here?
right over here where it says private
I'll
chat.
send it to you.
But yeah, my lower back is fused.
There
I
you
broke
go.
a bone,
Thank you.
so they had to fuse that area because it kept going on the sciatic.
Mhm.
And they did that injection once, and I didn't go back for any more. I threatened to make the doctor a girl.
Yeah, my L 3, 4, and 5 are all fused together, and then I have an internal stimulator unit in my back, and then I also have what's called a failed back fusion, so the fusion didn't take.
Yeah.
I have a protrusion where the screw kicked out and is growing in my spinal canal, and all the nerve roots are growing around it. So I have that, and then now all this stuff with my neck. I told the doctor too. I was like, I'm not going through it. We're not doing it 3, 4 times. You're going to do it once, and if it doesn't take, that's it. We're done. So
Yes, see, I had the trial stimulator placed in my back, and after on the second day, I was calling the doctors. I mean, I was crying, I was begging. I would give up one of my children for them to come to my house and rip that thing out. They've got me in the office the next day, and they had me. I kind of leaned over. You know how the doctor's office has those little bed tables.
mhm.
I had to lean over that, and Jim said that he just literally got a hold of the lead
And
and
pulled
just
it.
started pulled it out right there.
Yep.
And once that was out, it was like a miracle just had happened. I mean, all my pain, everything. But I was allergic to the material that those leads were made out of, which I was under assumption it was like some kind of little plastic thing with wires in it.
Yeah.
But they told me if I have this implanted in my spine, that I would be cured of this disease. And then after I got it done, they said, now you show me how to adjust it, the control device. And I said, I can only feel it in one leg. And they said, that's right. It only works for one leg. I said, but I had the disease in both legs and I have it in my arm. And they said, well, then you would have to have it implanted again for the other leg. I thought, no.
Yeah, I'm having problems where my battery pack sits in the hip. Like, just if you were to just rub your hand across it, it's so painful. So they're talking about taking it out, putting a new battery pack in, and putting it deeper. So we'll see.
Nomadic won't let me let you in. It says you ain't got a device connected. Where's Jerry?
But
Now his dad.
I mean, I just
stimulator in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sometimes I think these doctors use this as guinea pigs. Let's try this on them. Let's try this on them. I felt like a guinea pig. I
They
really
set
did.
his pain setting while he was still under the influence of anesthesia. His dad. So when he got home and the pain kicked in, his mom hit the button and his head started smoking. I like to kill them.
No, they were already. No, they were
Yeah.
still together.
Yeah,
Yeah. So maybe mom did. I thought it was dad hit the button and put him on the floor.
but it hurt because they.
Oh,
had,
Jerry's all look at Jerry all comfy there.
Having
He's
my
all
interview.
comfy. Gave him a little snack.
I didn't see. I ain't got watching, so I can't see nothing right
Oh,
now.
right there. Hey, meant to be RV. How we missed? She commented 2 times in a row. How did we miss that?
I've been sitting here.
So Jerry, is the infection under control now?
Her white blood count's back up to normal, but she still has the pneumonia. So we're going to be on IV antibiotics for the next 4 weeks, every 8 hours. 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. You'll be doing that, or
Yeah, they're going to send it home with us, so I'll be giving her the IV antibiotic every 4 hours.
Did they put a port in her
Yeah, she's had a port for
where
a
you can
couple
hook
of years.
right up to it? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty easy. It's not too hard. We did it before, so. But I can't believe it's for 4 weeks. They're sending enough for 4 weeks.
Is it a very high dose
Wow.
of antibiotics or no?
She's doing 2. She's doing. I wish I could remember the name of the injected one, but she's doing a tobamycin 2, which is inhaled
Yep.
nebulizer, and then I can't remember the name of it. It's in a syringe. It's not an IV bag. It's just a syringe push.
okay.
Another mycin, but I can't think of the name of it.
It's not zithromycin, is it?
It might be. Might be. You're pretty good. Are you a nurse?
I'm in the medical field. Yes, I am.
Okay. I think that's what it was. Zithromycin.
Mm-mm.
But it's just it just comes in an IV. Has to be refrigerated or just a syringe.
Yep.
And then you just push it over a 10-minute
But-
period, a little bit at a time over 10 minutes, and then do a flush and a heparin lock back on the port, and you're good for 8 hours.
Right.
Getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning every
At
morning,
least she'll.
the sucky part.
Yeah.
That just means you get a mid-afternoon nap.
Yeah. I wish I'd have started like
But at
it,
least she'll be at home
2
where
o'clock
she's
in the
more.
morning, and then, the last midnight we could have slept all night, but they started at 4 o'clock in the morning. So now she's on that every 8-hour cycle. So,
Right.
but that's okay. I'll do it. No problem.
Right.
Yeah, that's odd. They didn't start it on a cycle like that.
I mean,
And then
at least she's gonna be at home where she's happier too.
Yeah, she gets a tobamycin every 12 hours, so that's 8 in the morning, 8 at night. So
She seemed in really, really good spirits. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know how she keeps up, Roy. I really don't. I had a little chat with the doctor, and he said he's still saying that they can't treat the cancer because of the infection. She hasn't had cancer treatment in 3 months now, and she's going to be another month. And he said the lung tumor is growing fast. Her left lung is now completely whited out. So I said, anybody that I know ever got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, they'll tell them, well, you might have 6 months to a year. You might have a year to a year and a half. I said, how come you're not giving me a time frame? And he goes, he's kind of a Pakistani guy. He goes, well, Mr. Holly, she should have already been dead. It's a real freak of nature that she is still here in her condition. So he goes, I can't tell you if it's going to be 2 hours, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, because he said no one has ever went this far with the advanced cancer she's got and still living.
Wow.
amazing.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
going to tell you a story about a classmate of mine. They diagnosed her with brain cancer, and she had surgery, and they removed a section of it and said they got it all. And she went to treatments. Then I think it was last year, she went in for her regular test, and they said it was back. And this time they went in, and they had to shave her head, and they said this time around her hair wouldn't grow back because of the type of procedure they had to do. And they told her, we're going to give you the treatments, and you more or less probably only got about 3 to 6 months to live. And she, she goes, no, I got longer. And about 3 months ago, she went back in to have an update test done. And they said, you know what? We cannot believe this. And they said, what? She said, what? And they said, because there's no ever signs that there was cancer there. So, I mean, miracles can happen.
Hey, Coach
I
Wade.
mean,
My
we was
sister,
like, she was amazed.
1999, my sister was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, and they told her within 6 months she would be dead, and she died 3 months later. So I don't know, and that's just what he said. He goes, Mr. Holly, I can't tell you. It could be 2 hours. And he goes, I can't even tell you what's going to get her. If she keeps fighting like this, the pneumonia is going to get her before the cancer does.
My ex-father-in-law has stage 4 lung cancer, and he's got a spot here on his neck that's like this, and he's been doing radiation and taking chemo pills, and he got really, really, really sick the first time he went through the radiation, and they had problems where his blood pressure kept dropping and bottoming him out, and they've lost him twice, but they brought him back. And my ex-mother-in-law, I said, they were over here the other day, and I said to her, I said, how is he doing? And she's like, well, he's still fighting the fight. And if you ask him, how is he doing? He jokes about it. And he's like, I said, how are you feeling? He's like, with my hands. And I'm like,
yeah. And that's
I get that he's trying to be funny about things, but at the same time, I'm like, you're my kids' grandfather. I need to know how you're doing so I can prepare my own children for what's to come, and I feel for you. I really, truly do.
That's
okay. How do we get these names off here?
When she came to the hospital, I could tell she was feeling really bad, and she was starting to get that cough and that gurgling back, that her lungs were filling up. And I said, how are you feeling? She goes, oh, no, babe, I'm feeling good.
I made it smaller.
No, you're feeling good. I took her O2 stat. It was 66. Most people would be unconscious at O2 status.
Go back to chat so you're not missing.
And I don't know. She just, I'm going to take every second I can get. I can tell you that, though. Hey,
Christina.
I would do what you guys need to do and live life and just enjoy it.
Saying early in my live stream, she said she wants to go camping next weekend. And if she seriously wants to go camping, we're loading up the camper and we're going camping.
Right. Well, and it's going to be easier for you to do it because of the way her antibiotics and everything has got to be given. It's not like you don't have access to a refrigerator to keep things cold. It's not like
I can
put her down, in your own little camper. I'm not saying you have to live like you're in a 2x2 cell. You can go out and enjoy each other and sightsee with each other and just go be with each other. And like you said, live life to the fullest.
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty much bedridden. She can't take 2 steps, but I can open all the windows in the camper and she can feel like she's outside instead of being cooped up in a house.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Open all the windows and she can see the lake out there. And
yeah.
I'm not too worried about it. I mean, we got an O2 generator. I got 5 or 6 extra bottles of oxygen, and Gary's getting sleepy. He's going to fall asleep in his chair. He's going to sleep in that chair tonight. He may not go to bed. There you go. He gone.
I was going to say, his wife's going to put him.
He really looks like
he can live stream like that night long.
She comes in from that room after throwing all that mask and sees him like that.
I think he's the next Blue.
How do I get these names?
He's going to be the next Blue Wave. He's going to be the next Blue Wave.
Yeah.
He looks like Blue Wave right there. Give me your CCs. Give me your CCs and NNs.
So Jerry,
I'm gonna get off here and get to bed. I got a big day tomorrow getting her moved. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here and try to get some sleep. But thanks for letting me come on here with you, Roy. Thanks for
No,
taking over.
anytime.
I'm leaving with Jerry. He's parked behind me.
Hey, I gotta get you in tonight. Now, what are you at, Gary? So we can catch up in the morning.
All right. I'll talk to you later, buddy. See y'all.
No.
Yep.
No, how many subs you got? You're supposed to give me your nighttime sub count.
How many subs?
Yeah.
I think I got 897.
I don't know.
I'm expecting ours to go down now that that live's over.
I've
I'm
got
Well, I know,
808.
but it's still going up.
How many you got, Jerry? I got 808.
I'm looking. You're catching up.
I'm
I
only at
I've
174.
heard
808. You're 99 behind me now instead of 100.
I've heard once you get 1,000, it takes off again too. And we're kind of seeing that.
It did for me. It took off.
What are you
Well,
at
mine
now,
took off.
Susan?
I gotta get Gary pushed up.
Now
closer.
1,046.
Yeah.
We're at
Well,
1,065.
thanks for having us, Roy. It's nice talking.
How much? How much, Roy?
1,065.
Oh wow!
You blew right by Susan.
Yeah, it's
See you, Jerry.
Boy, Roy.
Hey, buddy. I'll see you in the morning. I'll pop in on your show for a second.
All right. See you, man.
See you, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry. Nice to meet you.
We'll see you guys later.
I'm leaving too. See y'all.
good night, weekend,
Night.
everyone. See you, Gary.
Good night, Radar.
Wait a minute, we gotta fix this. There.
There.
I
So,
don't want to get the names off.
so you know how
Boy,
Jerry.
you blew right past me, Roy. 1,060.
Yeah,
65.
1,065.
So you know how
Dang.
Where's
Jerry
the camera?
asked me if I was
See all that? It's too little.
if I had a medical degree.
I won't come in, will it?
No.
It's I can't help it because it's like I did go to medical school, but a lot of it is like my own.
How'd you do that?
'Cause she went,
She got a better camera than we got. 1,046.
Up close.
Up
got
close.
way more. I'm close. I can't get no closer.
it's our webcam on the phone too.
I got it on my webcam.
That's what this is.
What are you trying to scan, first of all?
I was just showing the
That's too little.
1065. Hers looks a lot bigger than our print.
It's because you got a stupid Google phone.
Yeah, don't ever buy one of these Google phones.
I hate it. They tell me to do something on it, and I have it all messed up and have to hand it back to them. Here. I don't like it.
No,
She's
I mean, I wish we had thought about going full time in the RV. 5 years ago. And then when the doctor gave me options to, different states I could move to that would make me feel better, because of the climate. And then when I had the chance to sell my half of my family farm that I inherited to my niece to keep it in the family, we should have went full time then, but instead, no, I bought a house down here. Because now, after getting my next set of diagnoses, I know now I want to go out and see this country.
Yep.
And I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit.
You know the story, Sue. We weren't supposed to be out here for another
3 years.
Well, it was 3 years, and then I got the cancer smack in the face, and she come home from work one day and said, "I'm quitting the job. We're hitting the road." But I went through all my treatments.
So now we're going to sell the Indiana home. We're going to keep this one because we want to go out on the road for a year and kind of get the feel and see how we're going to handle things, do this and do that. For one, my meds had to be filled every month. I have to come and see them every month because of they're narcotic.
Yeah.
And under Tennessee laws, Tennessee is every month.
Michigan's the
Indiana,
same way.
too.
And Indiana, it was every 3 months.
I think he's waiting in the background.
He might have it.
So that's the hiccup right now. But
He's ready.
now the Indiana doctor was going to put me on where you put it on your tongue. Put it on your tongue. It's got THC in it. It's that.
Watch.
It's kind of like medical marijuana, but it's not.
CBD.
CBD oil.
Yeah, CBD oil.
Did you give me a thumbs up?
Indiana was all keen on it, but Tennessee says if you do it, they don't want to see you ever again.
I keep playing games with. Oops.
Yeah, I'm on the CBD oil.
For a minute.
My lower back because it gets so inflamed I can't walk. And
Well, where'd she go? Did I do that? Did I kick her out? I didn't kick her. Did I?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But they when they did away with the CBD oil there for like 3 months,
Yeah.
I was in a lot of pain because of that. And then they finally legalized it back up. Now we're done.
He's like me, all over the place.
But
Wait, dude. Can't mute his mic. It won't let me mute his mic.
you know, no, I don't know. Trying to get a cell phone signal better.
That's probably why I can't mute his mic. We'll
Alright.
wait till you get situated, Nomadic.
But yeah, I do the CBD oil, 1 dropperful under my tongue. And it keeps the inflammation down better than any of the prescription medicines ever did. So
Well, see, I get muscle spasms so bad sometimes it looks like a person having a seizure in bed. My whole body will just start jerking.
I had that right after surgery.
Your main thing was your feet curling.
Yeah, my feet drawed up. And then my arms. He had to
Well-
pull me out of the bed so I could get my feet flat. I think she's ready, honey.
Oh, yeah.
But
I wish it'd
well,
give you
my-
more of a bell.
My
or
feet
something.
can't curl because they just don't function, period. They're frozen, locked in place. So
It,
yeah,
I don't
it
think
should
the
say-
feet will curl.
ding dong, somebody's in your back office.
Yeah, that's what it needs. There's. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready, Nomadic.
but they told me mine was my or what was it? Magnesium had bottomed out, and that's why all my muscles had drawed up.
Really?
No, I couldn't even put
You
my
ready?
feet flat. I don't know if he can hear you.
Can you hear me, Nomadic? He's shaking his head. No.
You know, I'll be honest, it's crazy to have. I never had any problems until I had back issues.
Yep.
You know,
See,
and my husband's
my
like,
back, right in there, my lower part.
yep.
Marriage and
That's where
marijuana, Mista and cakes. Hello, everybody.
But that's where I had that implant put in, and so now my back is messed up. So, but that's the only thing that's really kind of hiccuping the whole situation. You don't want to go out west and have to come back every 3 weeks, you know,
My doctor tried that.
or
Yeah.
But what I'm on, I can't just call.
Right.
They just don't call it in,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm same way. Same way.
and you feel like a drug addict because of the way they treat you anyway. There, yeah.
Yeah, he's been
So that's why I think we're going to eventually experiment with that CBD oil.
Susan,
See, I never know when I'm going to be tested at the pain clinic. You know, you have to be tested every so often due to rules. So I gotta know when they're going to. I kind of got to do it way before the appointment, like so my body's got 2 weeks away from it, so I know
4,
for.
30 days, dear,
See?
30 days.
Well, see, it's every 30 days I go to doctor, so I'm kind of screwed.
Well, it
But,
depends on. Okay, Okay.
It's got to have the THC in it. They said Indiana doctor says it's got to have THC in it,
The,
and it's got to be 15 milligram, 15 to 30 milligram.
okay. The best way,
Me too, Ardez RV Life.
truthfully, to be totally 100% honest with you. Lots of water.
I don't drink water.
Okay, lots of vodka. Lots of tea. Lots of whatever. It helps flushes you out. Depending upon how much you consume in your body. If you're using it 24/7, 30 days out of the month,
Yeah,
it
right
will,
now I take meds every 4 hours right now.
it will depend upon if it shows up in your drug screen or not. But
Well, she said if it had the THC and it shows up in the drug screen as if I've been out smoking marijuana.
yeah, because marijuana is part of THC. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can, if you watch, I'm going to be very honest with you. If you watch different CBDs that you get, some of them will say negative THC this, negative THC that.
Yeah,
Because
my CBD doesn't have any of that in it. It's just CBD.
Yeah,
There's no THC value in it.
yeah, I've actually thought about, excuse me, going into that because I've been on medication since 2013 for my back.
For your back?
Yeah, for
You
the
need
nerve.
THC.
I just want my freedom back so we can go out on the road and have our fun.
Yeah, that's I was looking at that.
Whenever you do cannabis oil, CBD, I'm a very strong advocate for this stuff. I mean, the ancestors use it, so why can't we? But
Well, I tell you
Well,
what, the
I tell you
hippies had it right in the 70s. They didn't feel no pain.
It's legal to do it all here in Michigan now.
oh, I know.
But Tennessee's not legal yet.
When you look for
Well, they need to
CBD
jump
oil,
on the damn bandwagon.
It's not legal yet either.
don't stop at a mini mart, gas
No,
station.
They
Don't
they
get
told
it.
me I had to go to, they
Health
told me
food
go
stores
to
carry it.
Even
a
them.
compound drugstore.
You still gotta
That's what
watch.
they told me.
If you go to a health food store, there's a certain brand out there that's being pushed in a lot of the health food stores.
It's not 100%.
It's not 100%. It's cut with coconut oil and other things.
Right.
Flip it over
Yeah,
and make sure it says 100% cannabis oil, and that's the only ingredient. Other than maybe a flavoring for you or whatever. If it says MCT, that means it's coconut oil.
And
And
water.
and what they can do is just put a couple drops of CBD oil in there and call it CBD oil. Coconut
Yes,
oil. is
they
good for
told
you
me
too,
they
but-
told me not to go to no gas station, no
No.
Walmart,
an
or
actual
anything like
herb
that.
store. But like she said, the health store. Just watch what you get, because there is a lot of health stores. They have the good stuff, but a lot of the health stores they have that stuff that's mixed in with the coconut oil, and they're passing it off as pure
100%
CBD oil, and it's not.
Mine-
Dispensaries are the best places to go.
Yeah, yep. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, back in Indiana, they was going to send me to a drugstore that was where they mixed up compound drugs. Where they mixed the drugs up and you bought it there, where they did compound creams and stuff. And that was where this stuff was sold at, because she said it was all 100%. And in order for it to work on me, it had to have the THC in it. She said, if it don't have THC on me, it will not work, because it would just be like candy to me.
This stuff works great for her. This stuff, the only thing this stuff does for me, if I put it in a vape pen, it keeps my ulcerative colitis. I don't ever have an attack. And I thought that was THC that was doing that, but it turned out it was this stuff, CBD. But now for my back, this don't touch it at all. It's got to be pure THC. THC is mainly for pain.
Well, that
Yeah.
cream that our friend gave
Yeah,
us.
but see, that's what I got.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the pain like we went out today and I had to do a meetup in Pigeon Forge with another channel, a guy in from South Carolina. I was on my scooter and I rode it up to the island. Crystal knows what the island is there in Pigeon Forge. I rode it up there and I sat on it the whole time. And then we were there for about 2 or 3 hours and got in a truck and then came home to unload my scooter because it was starting to rain. We had somewhere else we had to go and I didn't need it. I was already in severe pain because I was 1 hour behind taking my next dosage of meds. So that's why, I mean, my pain gets high quick. So
Give me a thumbs up, you medic.
I think he's
I know
froze.
that's why I had the THC in there to help with that pain.
Right.
Froze.
You froze.
Froze up, my man.
And I get electric shocks that run through my left arm and my feet and legs constantly. So it helps. Those meds help with that pain.
Debbie Pavlak, hello.
So
Down here trying to get in. He's got 2 windows open up now. Neither one of them's working.
the 2 gentlemen that were in here earlier today, Jerry Holly and who's the other gentleman?
Gary.
From
Gary.
Daydream About Nice Things.
No, the other gentleman that was in here that his
Oh,
wife has cancer.
James from Weekend RVing.
Okay, so
yeah.
both of their wives have cancer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Nomadic Unbroken Live. How you doing?
James's wife, I think they first diagnosed her as breast cancer, and then I think after testing, if I might be wrong, they found out she had cancer in the uterus. So that's why they went ahead and did a full hysterectomy, and then next week they're going to do a double mastectomy.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be tough on that gal because she is tiny. She's tiny, petite lady, very sweet. She's so tiny.
Why has it got to be the good one? Always.
I know. I bet she don't wear but a size 1. She's so tiny.
Yeah, which is he said she weighs what, 100 pounds?
Something like that.
Yeah, she only weighs like 100 pounds.
Wow.
But she has the highest spirit. And she did a video. And bless her heart, she said when she puts on her red shoes and wears her red, that's when her spirit feels the highest and she feels the most powerful and happiest. So we told her just keep wearing red.
Right.
But I mean, it's like in Jerry and James's situation, both their wives are in the hospital and they can't be near them whatsoever.
No, and it's got to be hard and tearing both of them apart. You know.
Yeah.
It's so
I mean, James
bad.
dropped his wife off and that's it.
Yeah.
And he goes and picks her up tomorrow now.
You know, they said they can't sleep without when she's not around. I can't sleep. I'll pace the floor. Or I can't stand it.
And Jerry, he's a firefighter, and he rode in. He put his uniform on. He said, and he rode in the ambulance with her to the hospital. And he got out after he got out of the ER with her, and he was going to put her in a room. That's when they escorted him back out. As far as he got. He was trying so hard being in uniform, see if I could get his way up to her room.
I read it.
They're tight.
It's the sale of scrubs is on the rise because people's buying them and sneaking in the hospitals to see their loved ones. I thought that was kind of cute.
Well, I have a closet full if anybody's looking for any.
I mean, but on Jerry and Diane, they fell in love when they were supposed to like 16 or something or other, and they never dated anybody else, and they got married after they graduated, I think. They've been together ever since.
Wow.
It's rough.
My mom and dad was that way. But My dad had Alzheimer's, so he didn't really know fully what was going on with my mom. Like, I had to shag him out of the house because he was trying to smoke while we had oxygen on her.
All right. I'll be back. I'm taking a break.
But you know, he didn't understand. All I knew was it was his house and he's gonna do what he wanted. And I said, well, I don't want to. I love you, Dad, but I don't want to blow up with you. So get your booty outside the door. But when my mom passed away, he knew that that was his woman. And that's, you know, my mom died, and 1 month and 1 day later, my dad went.
Wow.
So they grew up together, high school sweethearts. I think my mom was 18 and he was 19 when they got married. And that's all they ever knew was each other.
Well, see, after my mom died, my dad started reading obituaries. I'm
Yeah.
next. I'm next. I was only 16 and I was still in high school. And I felt the hardest load dumped on my life because I had to do the housework, the cooking, the gardening, helping him out at the barn, plus do my schoolwork. And my grades just, I mean, I wasn't the smartest, but my grades just went downhill. I mean, every day, every night, he just lay back there and clutch her picture and cry every night. And till finally, you know, someone introduced him to someone and he remarried, which I don't like her, but, you know, that's another story. But
You probably hooked him up, Susan.
no, my dad's fourth cousin hooked him up, and I always said I'm going to smack you one day. Now the poor guy's in the nursing home fighting for his life, so I can't smack him.
Oh, no.
But I mean, it's rough because that was the only person my dad ever knowed, and that was the only person my dad ever dated
Yeah.
was her, and
Right.
it's rough. And even though he's remarried, he called me about a couple months ago and said, "Susan, that picture I had in my wallet of your mom has worn out. I need a new one." Still
Oh.
to this day, he has to have a picture of in his wallet. So I sent him a new one a copy I had, and he has to have a picture of her in his wallet, or he's not happy.
Well, that's nice that he's still, you know, even though that he's found somebody else, that he still wants to carry your mom, you know, close to him.
Yeah. Well, that and my stepmom banned him from going to out to the cemetery. That was part of the reason there.
Ah.
Yeah, my stepmom's a little wicked.
Hell no.
But my dad
not on here, huh?
Yeah. No, they don't even. None of them will. Far as I know, none of them follow me on YouTube. They think it's a joke. And when I got diagnosed with this disease, she even looked me in the face. She goes, "Why don't you quit faking it, lying?" And I was like, "Whatever." So I've kind of adopted everybody and all this out there as my family because my family's always been a kind of a joke. So
Right.
Yeah. We've actually had a few family members make comments about Roy's back because he's got the Harrington rods. Well, if you can do this, you should be able to do that. Well, like you,
Well-
you probably have good days where you can get around and do what you want, and then you're paid
Yep.
for it 4 days later.
Yep, that's what my problem is.
He has a good
I
day.
think people have this. Some people out there have this mindset they can't physically see that disability.
Yep.
You know, physically see it. Yeah, they have this impression of what a disability is. And there's so many forms out there, and people have this impression what a disability is. If they can't see it, they don't believe you.
Yeah.
And that's why it makes it so hard for people to fight for, you know, to qualify for their disability monthly payments and all that stuff.
Yep.
It is so hard because even some doctors have that mindset. If they can't see it, it don't exist.
I was
Yeah.
parked today in a handicap spot, and I normally try not to take the very front one. I'll take like the third or fourth one over.
Right.
And I got out today, and I'll be damned if a little old lady came up to me and she's like, "Why are you parked in a handicap spot?" And I was like, because I have a disability." She goes, "With what? Your mind?" I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "I don't know what this crap going on in the world has done to you." I said, "But I do have a disability, thank you. And I don't owe you or anybody in this parking lot that explanation." And I turned around and walked in. She goes, "Well,
Mhm.
I'm going to call the cops." I said, "Please do. You want the number? I'll personally give it to you."
And it irks me when people park in these spots that don't have the. I have that tag that hangs on the mirror.
Oh, I have the plate.
If they don't have that, or if they don't have the license plate, or they have that tag, if they don't have either one of those, they don't belong in that spot. And I see people use it just so they don't have to walk so far in the rain, and it really gets under my skin. And now, if we go into handicap parking, you know how they have some of them designed for people with vans,
Yeah, or trucks
the
or
wider
whatever. Yeah.
spot. Jim refuses to park in those because he goes, "We don't have a van. Um, we're going to leave those for somebody that has a van because you got the doors you got to open up and the lift gate to put down. Where we have a pickup truck, so we take the other handicap spots." But I mean, it's just amazing with the
You want
things
to
I have watched and learned, and how ignorant some of the people out there in the society is, and how cruel some people are to people with a disability.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
You know what
that's
irks me
why I
about those
started this
van spots?
channel.
Those van spots, when we go into Walmart and I see 2 cars sitting in those van spots.
Right. Oh,
Amen.
I know. I
Amen.
know. I know. I agree. I agree. Or somebody that does have a van is in one of those van spots, and then and you got another person that thinks they can squeeze their vehicle in,
Yeah.
Right.
to make another spot, even though that's not a spot. And
Yep.
here the poor person is maybe in a wheelchair and can't even get into their vehicle because there's
Mhm.
another vehicle right on top of them.
We've seen that.
Yeah.
Look,
That fiber, they've come a long way with that CBD for I can't never say that. in my life.
Fibromyalgia.
Myalgia.
Yeah, my sister has that, and she started CBD, and she's hardly having any symptoms now from it.
But well, when I worked there at the hospital in New Albany as a security officer, you know, had people come up all the time and said, this car is parked in handicap and they don't belong there. And so we started talking to the police about it, and he said that he wished to God he could go out there and just write him a ticket,
Why
or
can't
impound a vehicle. But they can't, by laws, they can't do anything about it. Now, there is some he said, now, if that sign says,
If it's got the word fine.
handicap, if it's got the fine on it, they
Yep.
can.
Yep.
But if it does not have that fine on it, they can't do anything in the world,
you're
as
fine?
much
No
as
more.
they want to.
They
But he
can't.
said, that there's just not enough manpower out there for any police department to handle these situations.
Right.
And I would love to see,
That's
somebody go around and find them.
that's not. I don't believe that, because we're at Walmart. I'm sitting on a truck or something, waiting on her to come in, and I see these people parking in parking spaces that shouldn't be there, them handicapped spaces. Then you see a cop drive through.
Yeah.
No ticket, no stopping to say, whatever. And
It's an inconvenience to them.
yeah, it is.
It's
But
that
it's an
I don't wanna have
inconvenience to
do
me.
that
They
extra
only enforce it
paperwork
if
at the
somebody
end of my
calls.
shift for something so little in their eyes.
Yeah.
I could say that
I
my
mean-
desktop.
I mean, it's an inconvenience for me to have to struggle from walking to the back of the parking lot, or just not even be able to go in because some idiot took that parking spot that belonged to me or
Right.
another disabled person.
I'm
Right.
supposed to
But-
have one of those placards, but I didn't get one.
No, you send me in.
And I had my back surgery. Our friend had one, and he gave it to us, and she thought, oh boy, she was one of them people. I get parking a handicap spot. I said, don't be parking in there.
I'm supposed to have one for my asthma
And
too.
you didn't have it then.
No.
And
Yeah, I did.
so she thought, well, he's got the thing. I get to park in the spaces. And I said, I don't want my truck in those spaces.
Yeah, it got scratched.
Yeah, she parked in one of those spaces. The problem with those handicap spaces is a lot of them elderly people
Don't know how
they
to drive.
can't judge depth perception.
They don't know how to
My
drive.
truck twice.
We don't even park next
So
to
yeah,
them.
I don't even park anywhere around them handicap sections anymore. I said, you can wheel me in a wheelchair. We're parking way out there, and you can push me.
Well, right after you had your back surgery, I went and got the Walmart little scooter for him.
Oh,
And
yeah.
mind you, he has a big bulky back brace on, got his little collapsible walker, and people are looking at him like there ain't nothing wrong with him. Like, why are you in that electric scooter?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you had that back brace, was it a hard plastic like turtle shell looking thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very uncomfortable.
Yes. How long did you have to leave yours on for?
6 months, almost. Well, it almost went to a year.
Almost
Yeah.
a year.
Same thing here. Same thing here. And then when my doctor told me to go ahead and take it off, he's like, go ahead, you can take it off and drive now. I'm like, I looked at the guy and I said, are you fucking stupid? I said, are you stupid? And he's like, I'm thinking that we're on my live stream. I'm sorry. And
Only the first time on this one.
I said, are you stupid? I said, there's no elasticities in these muscles. I don't have any core. And you want me to expect you to get behind a wheel and drive? I can only turn, like, I only have 20 degrees one way and I can only go 30 the other. I don't have a full, like, where I can turn my whole body this way to look behind me. And he's like, yeah, you'll be fine. I said, no, you better sign me up for some physical therapy. So they did, went to a physical therapy place, and they're the ones who threw me into a failed back fusion because they pushed in that spot just right with a hard tennis ball, pushed so hard, and I felt it go crunch. And when it did, that's when they kicked the screw out of the bolt and into the spine.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm afraid. Yeah, that worries me with the stuff I got in my back. I got bolts and
So as
rods.
soon as all of that happened, I watched my whole medical career go right out the window.
Yeah, my working career was done when I fought my back. It happened in 2000. It wasn't an accident. It just rotted away.
Yeah, mine too.
And they wanted to do surgery, and no. And then it kind of went away. So then the surgeon didn't want to do the surgery because I wasn't in pain, which I was fully agreeing with. And 7 months later, it hit me again, and I fought the surgery and ended up in 2003. I had to get it done irregardless because by then my legs would just quit working.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hide it from her anymore.
I come home from work and he's crawling down the hallway. I said, what are you doing? I'm looking for the remote. I said, in the hallway?
Because they'd cut out for like 10 minutes and then they'd start working again. I'd be fine. Well, that one lasted about 20 minutes, and she came home from work. And I was hoping they'd start working by the time she got home because we only lived a half mile from where she worked at.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on, legs. She's going to be home anytime now. You're getting surgery for sure after this. And she catches you.
You should have said, I'm looking for my contacts.
I don't know. Probably, I was about 15 minutes after she got home. So,
yeah, his doctor told him, he goes, you got daughters? He goes, yeah, I got 2 of them. He goes, well, do you want to walk them down the aisle or do you want to wheel them down the aisle?
no, that ain't.
Or do you want to be wheeled down the aisle?
She said, you want to walk them down the aisle or do you want to be pushed down the aisle in a wheelchair?
That was his.
I said, well, I'd rather walk them. He said, well, we're having a surgery then.
That's what my doctor told me. If I would have waited 5 years, for 5 years, I would have been automatically put into
Yep.
Hey, Dormogi.
Yeah,
I would have been paralyzed.
When they cut him open, his surgery was supposed to be what, 4 hours?
Yeah.
Well, we had this little
3
cute
to 4
little
hours, yeah.
3 little pagers for his mom and me and that. Well, 3rd hour passed, nothing from the doctor or nurse. 4 hours, nothing. 5.5 hours later, the nurse comes out and explains to us that the doctor will be out to explain what's going on. I'm thinking, oh, great, something went wrong. Doctor comes out, because I know the doctor, and he goes, well, his MRI didn't show the full extent of the damage to his back. I said, okay. He goes, we had to hurry up and scramble and get another cage to fuse his back because it was up another whole vertebrae. So they took an extra hour and a half to do that other vertebrae. So
Then it took a year for me to fully walk again with no assistance, but it took about 6 months for me to learn to
you
walk
didn't
again.
drive for a year and a half.
Yeah, I didn't drive. Yeah, it was quite a long time.
About a
I
year and a
didn't
half
drive.
before he could drive.
But the thing with that brace, I'm supposed to walk with a cane every day, but I don't. You know, I feel I'm too young for a cane. But when I took that brace off, I had to use a cane for a long time because that brace took the whole body weight.
Yeah, I agree.
The minute I was off that brace, it was hurting from having to hold my body up.
Yeah.
And that took about the longest to get over was after they removed the brace from me. It's then 5 years later, well, they told me in 5 years after the surgery, I was supposed to have 2 hip replacements. I haven't done that yet, and it's been since 2003. My hips hurt all the time though.
And your neck.
And my neck. They want to fuse my neck now.
That's what
I've
they're
been
starting
avoiding
looking
that
at.
one for 3 years now because I don't want to be.
Your dad and sisters has it.
Yeah, both my dad and sisters. This is a family trait in my family. Every guy that has the McCray last name has the back issues that I have.
Your sister's the one female.
Wow.
No, Sandra too.
Oh, yeah.
And up until my sister and my cousin Sandra,
Been
there
around.
was no females with any back issues in the McCray bloodline. Now my sister and my cousin have the back issues that we have. She got fused up here, and my cousin Sandra got fused where I'm at.
They
But
say
that was the first two that it's crossed over to the female side.
once you start high, you don't stop till you're fused all the way down.
Yeah, my dad's got his back issue is hereditary too. But then when I was a baby, he worked at a gas station, and they was unloading 55-gallon drums of oil.
Mm.
And one got away and went down the ramp, and it ran him over and crushed his spine. He was in traction for a good 6 months after that.
Wow.
But that's where a lot of his back issues come. He still got the degenerative disc disorder, but that accident that he had there kind of prevailed over that and
Yeah.
did a lot more damage.
Yeah.
But,
Alrighty, guys. Well, it's been nice. I gotta go to bed. I gotta be up early in the morning. We got some errands to go do. Gotta drop off our insurance payment at the hubby's work because they're, even though he's not working, we still gotta pay our insurance.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you know Catfish Terry. He pops in my chat every now and then. His insurance pulled a fast one on him. He worked at Walmart in Tennessee there, and they gave him voluntary 14-day quarantine. So he took it because he didn't get paid for 2 weeks and they didn't take any insurance money out. Well, he ended up getting diagnosed with the COVID, the antibodies. So they gave him some medicine for it, right? He goes to fill his prescriptions, no insurance. Insurance canceled him because they didn't get paid because Walmart gave him the 14-day quarantine.
Oh
my God.
He paid for a bunch of money to get his premiums paid for the 2 weeks that he was off.
Yep.
And they ended up covering it, but and Trump said that
they weren't supposed to do
nobody was supposed to lose their insurance.
No, nobody was supposed to do that to anybody.
Yeah.
Did that to him.
So my husband, they're laid off because of the whole McNasties that's going on now. And every other week, they tried to set it up for when most people get paid for their unemployment. So on top of the extra $600 a month you're getting, now you have to pay your insurance premiums out of that. So
yeah, they didn't tell you that.
for my husband and I, through his work, our insurance premium is like almost $60 every week. So for like 3 weeks, we owe him like 150 something. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I was like, we can't get ahead worth jack diddly squat. And then somebody said to him the other day, they're like, well, what are you gonna do? What if we can't pay it? Because we're not getting unemployment. She's like, well, we garnish your checks for the first 4 weeks when you come back.
Whoa.
Wow.
My
Then
friend
you'll
said
never
that.
get caught up.
Yeah,
No,
my
and that's
dad
the thing.
did that to me
You'll be chasing your tail for a year or more.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I had my
Hey,
back.
Destinations, who do you have for a power company up there?
DTE Energy and Semco Gas Company.
I don't know if those are the ones on the list, but our news put out an article today. I don't know if it's going to happen up there, but we have NIPSCO, Duke Power, and there's 4 others in Indiana or something.
AEP.
AEP. They're all now applying to the regulatory commission to raise everybody's rates up.
They
to
raised ours.
recover for the virus thing.
Yep, they raised ours to like we got a $10 increase, if not more.
To recover lost money during the
Yeah,
lockdown.
I saw that. I saw
That's
that.
cool because
They're getting more.
everybody was home using more power. So you think they would
Well, see,
they get their
K-
money that way?
Right.
we have KUB, and we had the option when we signed up to have our bill rounded up to the nearest dollar.
Oh yeah.
And let's say our bill was like $78.50. Then the rest of that money, because they rounded our bill up to $80. That difference in there goes into a pot to
Yeah.
pay for people's electric that can't afford it.
But yet
So, I mean, if somebody that's what somebody qualifies, then KUB will pay their electric for those months.
Yeah. I don't know. That news article just irked me when I read it. They're gonna raise the rates
Yeah,
Did you see they're trying to pass the new another stimulus bill? It's gone to the House to be voted on.
We heard something
Yeah,
about
we
it.
haven't really been keeping up on it because
So this bill that they're talking about is so for like me, my husband, and my 2 kids, everybody in the house would get $1,200. And if you are say if you were a dependent that was claimed on your parents' income tax, you now will be able to get, and this is for somebody that goes to like college or is on like SSI or SSD or something like that. They will be able to get the $1,200, and then they will also be able now to get another $500 from the first stimulus package.
But I just wonder how much our bills and everything will go up. And will you get ahead?
Right. Well, I'm hoping that one passes versus the one where they're trying to make it everybody gets a $5,000 off of their Social Security money. I don't want to see that one passed.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
Jarhead came home an hour early and scared her. Somebody else has done that to me a time or two.
There's other countries out there giving their citizens monthly checks during this, and I'm all for that because we send too much money overseas to other countries. It's time we help our people.
Right.
But
right.
the drawback, ain't nobody gonna want to go back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then too, did you see that? I don't know if you guys have read it yet, but it has popped up in our news feeds here that the Sarnia-Lambton area, which is over in Canada, they're trying to keep the border crossings down for another 30 days. So that would put us into almost July.
I look for it to even go longer for the border crossings.
Yep.
Yeah, because they don't have enough stuff over there right now to help with what they have going on over there. They got just enough, but if we were to open the borders and we could go back and forth, it won't be enough for fighting what need to help keep it contained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing, Sand Creek?
Man, just chilling. Just got out of Punch Paint's stream. Sorry I wasn't here for the whole stream.
You're good.
Well, Roy, I'm going to get to bed. I got up early this morning.
Yeah, I got to get up early in the morning. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
I just wanted to come up and
Thank
tell
you,
you
guys.
congratulations.
Thank
Night,
you.
Susan. See you tomorrow night.
See
See you
ya
guys.
See ya.
Night.
I got
later.
All right.
I got-
See you guys.
see ya. I got your playlist running too.
Ah,
Cool,
thank
thank
you,
you.
man. Greatly appreciated. I can't believe there's still
Ooh.
15 in here.
Look how much the rent is over there.
They're wanting me to go live right now, but I just can't do it. I'm gonna go to bed too.
Wow, that's a lot of money for rent. Oh, until it's included, still a lot of money.
Still a lot of money.
You know, we was talking about it over in Punchy Paints' stream that they're fixing to start back evictions here in Mississippi next week. I think that's what they were talking about on the news.
Is that this? I think I heard that. I think it was Mississippi.
Yeah, that's crazy because this ain't over yet.
No,
No.
nah, we're gonna have another spike.
They're saying about October it'll probably be back in full blast again.
Yeah.
Right when the flu season comes.
I mean, I understand that there were probably. I mean, there's people misdiagnosed every day in different things. Well, I mean, from cancer to asthma to you name it. So yeah, I'm sure there was some people that was misdiagnosed, and now they're trying to say it's not as bad as they thought it was and all that. But I mean, there's still people out there dying from it.
Yeah. Night, Debbie. Night, Nomadic Rat Pack.
Good night, everybody. Sorry I'm late coming in. I was here in the beginning and I come back at the end to say congratulations.
I don't know if Nomadic Rat Pack was actually leaving. I think he was telling the other ones good night.
Oh.
Hey, Arms Let It. This is how I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this is my normal random live stream right here. Laying down in my bed talking to everybody.
Whatever's comfy. How you feeling? I know you were getting pretty ill.
I'm still not doing good. My blood pressure's still running really low, but I'm getting by.
That's good. You feeling
I mean,
better?
my blood pressure normally runs like 90 over 60 something, but the past couple of days it's been like in the lower 70s over like 40 something.
Oh wow, that is low.
And they don't want me to go to the doctor or to the emergency room unless I have to. So what they've done is they've got me on what they call ambulance call, because they said, you know, my family lives just right here. They said even if I had somebody bring me there, they couldn't go in the hospital with me. That since I had disability, that the ambulance wouldn't cost me nothing for me just to call the ambulance if I needed them.
Yeah.
So, but as long as I'm laying down and not up moving a bunch, every time I get up and move, I can't just jump up or I'll faint. I just have to get up real slow. But I'm doing good.
Well, hope you feel a lot better.
This ain't the first time I've been through this. They just have to adjust, get my weight adjusted back right.
Sounds like they know what they're doing, though.
Oh yeah, they do. They do. I just get impatient with them because they don't get in any hurry.
Oh yeah, I know what that's like.
Hey,
Yeah.
Griffin, was you talking to me a while ago when you wanted me to shoot you an email, or was you talking to the other Nathan's Fish boy?
He's more than welcome to come up here too.
He said something in the chat earlier, and I don't know if he was talking to me or whatever. It looks like somebody else has gone live. I think 44 Mag Guy, you see him in Terry's stream.
Yeah.
I think he just went live.
Yeah, he just did.
Just put it up.
Yeah. I like him.
Well, me and Catfish Terry were both sick at the same time.
Yeah.
He's still not doing good. You can tell he's not feeling good.
I will say he's doing
better than what he was.
A lot better. We've seen him worse. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've seen him worse.
Good.
I I just wish he'd get on a steady incline and just keep going that way, because he starts doing really good and then he falls back about a day or two.
That could be because
Yeah, and part of mine is depression too. I mean, or was. I'm kind of over that, but Mother's Day is always hard for me. I had a kidney transplant when I was 10 years old, and I still have my mother's kidney today. And I get down because she died of cancer like 14 years ago, and there's she done a lot for me, but there's nothing I could have done for her. And I know that, and I realize that, but it still don't help from keeping me getting down.
Oh, I don't feel it, but I understand exactly what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a part of you. She's with you forever now,
Yeah.
keeping you going.
But yeah, I just wanted to
Right, Justin.
Yeah, Justin.
tell you congratulations, and your giveaway went good. I don't think you messed up at all on your rules. I know you said something about your rules, but I think everything's kind of understood on them things anyway.
Yeah, and between the communities, everybody understands. I mean, RV community's pretty nice. I love your fish tank community.
Hey, and that stream, I stayed in that stream that y'all rated after y'all's giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
That seems like I stayed in there an hour because we had a block there that nobody was running. So I stayed in there an hour, and that seems like a really good stream.
Yeah, he's real informative on YouTube and that. Real informative.
Yeah.
That man knows what he's talking about.
So I'm gonna try to catch some more of his streams. Of course, I enjoy watching y'all travel the country. I get to see a lot of things that I wouldn't normally get to see other than on real TV, and it don't seem the same when you watch it on real TV than when you see it with somebody that you can actually talk to and are there experiencing it.
Yeah. Let's try this again. No, we're echoing. You'll get it. It's on your Rusty.
You gotta practice.
What's up, Nomadic Rat Pack? I don't think I've met you. Maybe in a stream, but I haven't seen you on a panel yet. So I'm saying great.
Getting back into it. He's one of our original.
Now. Is it still there?
Sounds better now.
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good now.
Oh, I put headphones in and it created feedback.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like really loud there for just a second.
Yeah, that was in.
Ouch.
Well, my
bandwidth
was
one
so
of our
low.
original RV community members. He took a hiatus for a few months. Well, quite a few months actually.
Took a break.
Yeah, he's back in the
about
mix
10
now.
months before I'm back on.
Has it? Yeah, it's been 10 months.
It's been several months.
Yeah, almost 10 months.
It won't be till October or September before I start doing videos again. Towards the end of
Yeah,
summer.
so yeah, 8 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you have a goal.
Thank you,
Yeah, well,
Farmoki.
I'm sorry.
Farmoki congratulated us. I thanked him.
My
But this is
bandwidth
the tank
is
community Rat Pack. They got rats. Yeah, and now you got all your videos down. This community would love those.
Well, my bandwidth is so thin tonight, I can't get the laptop fired up and go on, and that's why we had the feedback earlier. I was trying to get the laptop going, and it just wouldn't work.
Yeah, it was delayed.
I don't have enough internet to do it. So I'm just enjoying being with you guys in the chat, basically, until now.
Whenever you
Yes,
see
nothing to
these
do with
fish
weather.
tank guys, click on them, check them out, go to their channel, give them a chance, because you like them critters too. And there's snakes, snails, crabs,
shrimp,
the prettiest catfish you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, I do have one snake. It was a rescue. Somebody had bought it for their son, and for either his birthday or I don't know, some kind of special occasion or something. And her son ended up being scared of it, so she was just listening just to get rid of it. And I said, nah, what will you take for it? She said, if you'll meet me, she said, I'll give you aquarium, snake, everything. So I went and got her, and I've been thinking about getting rid of it, to try, giving it to somebody else, because I just got it to keep, just to help her out. And
Now you're like me, rehoming pets all the time.
yeah, so I do have a ball python.
Mm-mm.
So
Hey, who
Roy and
was the
Becky,
guy that held up them handful of snakes that night?
Oh, that
It-
was aqua balls.
Yeah, aqua balls. He's the one they
Yeah.
pooped all over him.
Yeah,
I
he raises them.
Yeah, she was
He,
So-
ra-
super.
he raises fish and ball pythons. That's where his name come from, aqua balls.
Becky and Roy,
It kind of
I
sounds
have your-
perverted, but it's not.
I have your third place winner from your giveaway tonight, and he wants to say something to you.
I just wanted to thank both of you guys for that $25 gift card again. That was wonderful. I was really excited for it.
Enjoy it.
enjoy it.
Oh, I
Don't spend
will.
it all in one place.
Yeah, you made his night. You really did.
Thank you again.
He was so excited when that happened.
You're
He was,
welcome.
he was over here almost in tears going, I won. I've never won anything. I won. I won.
I've never won anything either. So
Yeah, no, that was a big deal for him because that was extremely a big deal for him. So I want to
Yeah.
thank you guys again for that.
yeah,
We can't wait to get
that was awful
we
nice
do
of
it
y'all too. That was a pretty big giveaway.
That was.
Yeah.
I wish we would have known you, Sand Creek, when Blue Wave Odyssey got monetized. That was a hell of a party that we had here on the lives.
Yeah,
And he gave away, it was $100 grand prize, but if he was in the chat, he doubled it.
Yeah, he's
Cool.
done that a lot. He did
Yeah,
that on his
so-
1,000 too.
hey, be sure and be at my stream Monday night, because I'm at 2. Actually, I picked up like 5 or 6 subs during your channel tonight, Roy and Becky's, and I was just posting links or whatever, and I didn't even realize it, and I looked at my channel a while ago, and I'm only 4 away from 300, so I'm going to do a T-shirt giveaway at 300.
Okay.
Come in Blue Wave Saturday night.
Okay.
Saturday at 4:30 Eastern time.
I will try. I'll have to look at the schedule because I do mod for other channels too, and so I'll have to see what the Fish Fam has going on.
Yeah, he networks.
Okay.
And we take everybody in there. And I asked him the other day, I said, hey, I got some fish tank buddies I'm wanting to bring in. He said, bring them all in. He said,
Well, you've seen we'll be there and we'll be back. We're not just there to get subs and leave you. We keep coming back.
That's why I told him. I said, these guys are loyal. I said, they don't just come in, sub you, and then you sub them and they disappear.
Yeah.
I said, I've been in their live streams on panels with them.
Yeah.
I said, they welcomed me with open arms. And Blue Wave said, man, bring them in here. Because, there's a lot of these RV guys, they're not full timers and they have fish tanks at home.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of fish tanks I'm going to be getting rid of.
Well, I'm
But-
sure you won't have any trouble getting rid of them.
Oh no,
I've
I'm
got,
clearing one of them. I've got a over 100-gallon on a stand with 2 biofilters. Got a 50-gallon round front on a stand, no filters.
I got
Just don't do
10.
fish anymore.
I got 10 set up now, and I got 20 more on my front porch that I'm
A
waiting
lot
on
of
my
maintenance, aren't they?
floor covering to be put down. I had redone my floors to support the weight right before all this crap started, and now I can't get anybody to come in and put the floor covering in.
Oh, geez. I used to do
Uh,
that for a living.
So, that's fine, but I'm not going to set up 20 more tanks and then have to tear them down and move them.
No, that's
Yeah.
too much work.
Monkey's got a live every Saturday at 4 p.m. Central.
Okay. Ginger and Jarhead's gonna check out Sand Creek and Nomadic.
Thank you, Jarhead, and I will check you
Thank
out. I'm going to go back and pull Roy and Becky's live stream up tonight because I know he done that CC, which is people that create content, and go back through that because those names went by so quick. I couldn't keep up with it and try to post links too. So I made myself a note to go back and pull that stream up and go back through those people that create content and check y'all out
That's
because
what, wait
because
for it to get processed so I can go back through the chat myself.
the people it usually don't come up till the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that why I
mine
can't
took
find
2
it
days.
sometimes? Because I go back in because I can't get a link on my TV and I couldn't get my phone on in time. And I'll go back in and the link and none of the chat's there.
It don't come up till the next day. If you do a live
Oh,
like that night after like a certain time, I think it's like 4 o'clock or something like that. It don't come up until the next day on YouTube.
because
Yeah,
I've been
it's
on
still
Nomadic
not
Unbroken
showing up
and
here
it jumps
yet.
from here to there and I couldn't get my phone up in time and I go back and it's not there and I'm like, well, I can't get the link now and I forget the name.
Yeah, that's what it is. So you can go back and look at it tomorrow morning. It'll be there tomorrow morning.
So I got my animatronic brace from falling on my arm 3 weeks ago. They finally took the splint off and put a brace on me.
So what'd
Oh,
you do?
yeah.
Did you have a bad wreck or something?
I tripped and fell over a toe strap. I sort of pendulum swung towards the ground and it was my left arm or my face. I took a choice.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I meant to point that. Somebody asked you what you had on your arm. It looks robotic.
No, it's just a hinge brace to keep the motion limited.
that way
'Cause
you
I
can't
tore
move it
the
in
muscle
and
on
out. You
top
can
of
only
that.
move it forward and back, not in and
And it-
out.
And it locks up and so I can use it just like a splint.
Never seen one of them.
This is the
I've
one.
seen them on people's knees, never on their elbows.
That's the one they just took off of me right there. That was a splint. It's a half cast that you can.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be able to pull it on and off, but at day 4 it was going to rub a hole in my elbow, so I had to cut it open and put more padding in the elbow. And when I went and saw the doctor that morning, I'd taken it off the night before to sleep and just left it off, thinking he's going to cut it off that morning anyway.
Yeah, I did that with
He-
my
he
last
understood.
cast.
Yeah, he understood why I took it off and put it back on because literally I was going to have a bloody scab in my elbow if I didn't because they didn't put enough padding in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a lot.
anyway, Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. I've had a lot of stuff affected by this. I had all my teeth pulled because dialysis pulled all the calcium out of my teeth, and I lost my teeth after I started out. Well, I didn't lose them, but they got to hurting me bad, so I had them all pulled. Well, I had a temporary set for like 6 months. Well, I was supposed to go back in like February to get my permanent ones, and no, they're closed down till all this is over with. So I don't have no teeth, so I'm gumming it till I get teeth.
She does that from time to time.
I do that. from
I
time to
hate
time.
it. I hate it.
So
I love
been in a
steak too much
situation-
to do it.
I don't brush my teeth like everybody says you're supposed to. I wash my.
I didn't either. That was part of my problem too. I didn't either.
No, I don't believe that.
Why don't I
Because
have one
my
chair?
mom and dad, they're in their 20s. I'm a little bitty guy, and they're telling me, brush your teeth every day, brush your teeth. After I'm looking up at them going, like, I'm going to listen to you. Ain't neither one of you got a tooth one in your head. I still got my teeth.
I think a lot of it's genetics. I think some people are
It
just
is.
prone to have bad teeth.
I think
It is.
so.
I have a friend and him and all his kids got bad teeth no matter what they do.
Yeah.
Well,
I brush
out of
my teeth
6 of
twice
us
a week and
kids-
mine are great.
Out of 6 of us, only one of us has all of our teeth. Rest
I'm
of us
missing
have
one.
full dentures.
And I probably could have, but I wasn't going to spend $1,700 on each tooth every time it went to hurting to get it fixed.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
When they started hurting, I just told them pull it.
That's what my two that I'm missing, my 2 molars. They wanted to do root canals, and I said, no, pull them.
Yeah, that's what I did. I mean, and then
Vizzo, how you doing?
I went back right before I had all mine pulled, and they done a quote to fix the ones that were bad and fix my teeth. It was like $36,000. I'm like, you're freaking crazy.
How
You
much
raise
do we
child
put
support
into my
money.
teeth and they still end up losing them?
I lost track.
So I said, how much can I get dentures for? And they said like $850. I said, well, why would I spend 36,000 to get them fixed?
No kidding.
I mean, I still have some of my bottom ones. I have a partial on the bottom, but I have a full top.
You got a partial too, right?
No, both of mine are full.
Are you full now?
Yep.
Didn't you have a partial?
Donna did.
Oh,
And you know what was bad though was my top plate was only like $300. My bottom plate, because it was a partial and has that metal in it, it was like 500 and something. It was
Yeah.
twice the price of the full top.
Yeah. Now they talked. My sister had the partial, but her teeth started, the ones that they were using for anchors,
Mm-hmm.
went bad. So then they talked her into going in where we call it, where they drill through your bone, and yeah, her
Yeah.
whole jawbone got infected.
Oh,
She was sick, 3 months? And then my girlfriend, they talked her into doing the same thing, and her whole lower jawbone got fully infected. And then they're like, well, we could do that for you. And I said, nope, just give me the plate and I'll slap glue on it and be done.
Yeah, that's what I do. And that's the worst part of the day is trying to get that glue off your gums.
Yep.
I don't know why you had experienced that yet. Wow, there's 8 people in here.
They did my top first because my teeth were going from the inside out, pretty much
Yeah.
from the gum line in. And the girl told me you put a little dab here, a dab here, and a dab here. Well, I did what she told me, and I couldn't get my top plate out.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I
I know.
thought
It takes some getting used to. It takes getting used to for sure. I
Okay.
went to one of these places that you go in that morning and they pull all your teeth, and then you go back after lunch and they put your plates in, your
Yeah.
temporary plates in, and boy, and you wear them for like a week before you ever take them out.
Mhm.
Man, I was
Didn't you have
so
temporary?
ready to get them
No.
things out.
I thought you had temporary.
No, I had a temporary liner.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they
You had
apparently
something temporary.
the tech, when she told me to put it on the top of the plate, that's a big no-no. And my sister-in-law had to walk me through how to get my top plate out because I was panicking. It wasn't coming out.
Yeah, I know. I did the same thing. I did the same thing.
It's like,
Feel like
Yeah.
you're pulling your sinuses out.
yeah. And then they're like, well, just take your finger in there and blow. Well, I didn't even pop it. Well, then take some, I ended up with what? Salt water, warm salt water, squishing it around, trying to get it up under the plate, and it finally popped.
oh,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have to go to the garage to get one of my big screwdrivers out and pop them out.
But yeah,
You know, earlier on your live stream, Blue Odyssey was so happy to see me back on YouTube because when I quit doing the videos a few months back, I just basically dropped out of sight for everybody except for a few people like you know, Roy and Becky here.
yeah.
And when he saw me on your live stream, he was so excited he called me immediately. I was still watching your live stream. He's like, "How you been? Where you been? What's going on?" He was all excited to see me. It was good to hear from him. It really was.
Yeah, I was glad to see you two talking in there. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, we're back to normal.
Oh yeah.
There were some people in there that I recognized, but a lot of them I didn't. But I'm gonna definitely check some of them out because I enjoy watching y'all travel up through those mountains and stuff over there in Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I can get a sponsorship eventually from this company called Live U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're when you use them and it's some box and it takes 2 cell phones and everything, and man, the lives going through that are crystal clear. RV or TV uses them, and
Gotcha.
well, they're sponsored. They sponsored him,
I don't think.
but
we're that
his
big.
lives, oh my gosh, he can be out in the middle of nowhere. Everybody else will be pixelated, but he's crystal clear.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I haven't seen any of yours that had it. I mean, yours are either good or they're not at all.
They're not pixelated because when I go back and watch,
But hey, I wanted to come over here and tell y'all. I wanted to come back over here and tell y'all congratulations. Enjoyed the stream, and I'll be pushing y'all's watch time hours on people in my streams and stuff. And we'll get you there pretty quick, hopefully. But I'm gonna run over here and say something to 44 Mag guy, since we're not far apart, before I knock out for tonight.
Real
Yeah,
quick,
we may head over there for a little while after here in a bit.
Jarhead and Ginger, you have a good night. They're
Okay,
taking off.
y'all have a good night.
You
Yeah,
too.
you guys might see you over there. I see you
Okay.
you put the share stream up or the share link. He's looking for people.
Okay. All right, I gotta get up.
All right, you get up.
This is killing my back. We need new cushions. Oh,
What?
thought I broke it.
Broke what?
The water.
Oh.
Help me out. All right. Oh my god.
There. Hey, you want to go over there?
Where is this?
44 Mags live stream. Son, I'm telling you, you enjoy this community.
44 Mag. Yeah, I've never heard of that one.
Fishing community.
44 Mag Fish Guy.
Fish guy.
Share the link.
Sounds like a
turning to-
dynamite fisherman.
I'm gonna try to share the link.
Might as well.
Um,
Well, I don't even have chat coming up on this one. Let me get the chat going. There it is. Yeah, it
I gotta
takes
get
me
the
a
link.
picture
Bear
of the
with
screen
me.
when I do that.
there's 7 in here, but nobody's talking.
Yeah. They're just listening.
Fire Monkey's talking though.
Yeah.
Vizzo's talking.
I have a chat. There we go. I got the
I really
glasses on.
enjoy this fish tank community. I really do. They're all great people over
Oh,
there.
I like looking at their tanks.
And man, they got beautiful tanks. Here he is. Let me get him. Get his link here.
I was going to build a small fish tank in my RV so I could do a little like a hydroponic system where fish feed my plants. Because I'm going to have a 35-foot RV with slide outs, and I figured if I could slip it in there around where it's not, I thought that'd be neat. Then do a bunch of tubes in a window that grow, nerve gar or something.
Uh-oh.
That's
Might
kind
be
of
losing my
the
net.
road.
Hold on.
Yeah, I might be losing that.
Says we're still on.
Okay. Because look,
I'm
it
still
wouldn't,
here.
it wouldn't let me paste. It said,
Okay.
did it go? There. Yeah, it finally went. Yeah, we slowed down on the net there for a
Okay.
minute. Dean Rivers, Ed's
There it is.
Landscaping. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to head over to that link I just shared. If you guys want to do an RB raid on 44, he'd greatly appreciate it. But I'm telling you, Nomadic, you're going to love this community.
Okay, we're going to head there right now.
All righty. I will see you over there. Thanks for stopping by, Dean Rivers.
Okay.
If you want, come on over there and check this fish tank community out.
Bye, all. You have a good night.
Yeah, we've been on here almost 2 hours. Becky's going to bed. I got to shut things down. So,
Yeah.
But
Take care.
we'll see you over there.
All right. Bye.
You too, Nomadic Unbroken Live. I'm going to be sure to get into your.
The link isn't. Darn it, my link's not coming up.
What?
Oh well, it's not work. It's not lit up. It's not working there.
I'll try it again.
Can't touch it and get it to work for some reason. I'll just look up 44 Mag fish guy. If I
Yeah,
can find it, I'll see you there.
It's let me tell you how it's spelled.
Okay.
No, it's 44 Mag Guy.
Okay.
It ain't gonna show, is it?
All right.
44
it up
Mag
now.
Guy Fishing More.
44
one.
Mag guy. What?
Hyphen Fishing More.
Fishing more.
Fish and more.
Fish and more. Okay.
Yeah.
Fish ISH and more.
Yep.
Got it.
You have a great
All
night
right.
too.
I'm gonna click off.
Unbroken Life.
Oh, I wasn't looking at the screen. I was still looking at the comments. I can only do one or the other on here. I just came
All
back
right,
to
I'm
the screen.
down. We're the only 2 left in here.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
I see you over there.
All right.
In broadcast. What? thinking about it.
Farm Okie Sledette. Hello.
Hey, Aquaballs. Roy and Becky was asking about you a while ago. They want to know who the guy was up on the stream the other night that had all the snakes in their hands, kept falling everywhere.
Hey, Aquaballs. And it's Big Aquaballs.
Yeah,
Hey,
here comes the raid right here.
How's it going, everybody? Awesome. Thank y'all for raiding Roy and Becky.
Flip the camera really quick.
Hello, Vizio's Travel.
UBR.
You got a water change.
Warmoki. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. Hey, Roy and Becky. Thanks for the raid. That's awesome.
Hey, Bob, I don't know. I'm sure it has helped because I really haven't been paying a lot of attention to it. And the last time I looked, I was at like at 270, 272. And I looked at it a while ago and I'm at, I'm full away from 300 now.